And let's bring you our top story of the day. Austria has reignited a major debate over religious freedom and children's right. The country's lower house has now passed a fresh ban on Muslim headscarves for girls under the age of 14 in schools. Now, the ruling coalition, backed by the far-right Freedom Party, insists the ban is meant to protect young girls from social and cultural pressure. Supporters argue the headscarf sexualizes minors and is used to shield girls from the male gaze. They claim this is about safeguarding freedom, not curbing it. But opponents, including the Greens, say the legislation is discriminatory, violates Austria's constitutional requirement of religious neutrality and specifically targets Muslims. This is not the first time Austria has tried to enforce such a rule. The country's previous headscarf ban covering girls under the age of 10 was struck down by the Constitutional Court in 2020 for being discriminatory in nature. The government says it has now commissioned a new study to justify the renewed ban, but that research is still currently underway. The controversy is far from over at the moment, and the legality of the new ban may soon be tested again in the court. Shifting focus in a significant observation, the Supreme Court has now ruled that the acid attack cases involving the forced ingestion of acid must be tried as attempt to murder, as reported by ANI. The top court said such crimes cannot be treated merely as the cases of voluntarily causing grievous hurt, stressing that the brutality and intent behind forced ingestion make them among the most heinous offences under the criminal law. A bench of Chief Justice Suryakant and Justice Joymalia Bakshi made these strong remarks, calling perpetrators of these attacks a grave threat to society and the rule of law as well. In fact, CJI Kant also said, let me quote him here, that there should not be any second opinion to these. These matters must be tried under Section 307, which is attempt to murder. In penal laws, the exceptions can be added for the most inhumane cases. These people have no right to roam in society. Earlier, the Apex Court also expressed deep concern over the slow progress in the 2009 acid attack case, calling it shameful that the matter remained unresolved even after 16 years. Supreme Court has now ordered that all the high courts must submit details of pending acid attack cases within just 4 weeks, consideration of special courts exclusively to handle acid attack cases for faster disposal, direction to the centre to amend the law either through parliament or an ordinance so that acid attack survivors are included in the persons with disabilities welfare schemes. Notices issued to the centre and the Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities on a PIL filed by acid attack survivor Shahina Malik. And according to the latest NCRB data, India has recorded over 1,000 acid attack cases in the last 5 years. 2019 saw about 240 cases, followed by a dip during the pandemic years, which was 282 cases in 2020 and 176 in 2021. However, the numbers rose again with 202 acid attacks reported in the year of 2022 and 207 cases in the year 2023. Now, despite these figures, the pace of justice still remains slow. As of the end of 2023, 689 acid attack cases were still pending trial across the country. The conviction rate also remains very low, only 37.2%, underscoring significant gaps in prosecution and trial processes. So this is the data that we have collated here for the viewers to show you the gravity of acid attack in our country and the kind of justice which has been served over the years to the victims of it. Shifting focus, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Donald Trump held a telephonic reviewing the progress of the India-US Comprehensive Global Strategic Partnership. Both the leaders, in fact, expressed satisfaction over the steady strengthening of bilateral cooperation across multiple sectors. According to an official statement, the discussion also focused on sustaining momentum in efforts to boost bilateral trade. The two leaders also exchanged views on expanding cooperation in critical technologies, energy, defense and security, and in fact other priority areas under the India-US Compact, the catalyzing opportunities for military partnership, accelerated commerce and technology framework for the 21st century. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Donald Trump further discussed key regional and global developments, agreeing to work closely to address shared challenges and advanced common strategic interests. The conversation comes just days after Russian President Vladimir Putin arrived here in the national capital of India, New Delhi, for a high-stakes two-day-long summit with Prime Minister Modi. Shifting focus, Assam police say the probe into the death of cultural icon Zubeen Garg is almost complete. The charge sheet in the primary CID case will be filed today, is what we've been given to understand. Zubeen died while swimming in the sea in Singapore on September 19th, triggering nearly 60 FIRs back home. A special investigation team led by CID Special DGP Munna Prasad Gupta has already made 7 arrests and examined over 300 witnesses. Assam's Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, remember, had earlier told the Assembly that Zubeen's death was plain and simple murder, even as Singapore police continue their independent probe, which so far indicates no foul play in the case. Singapore authorities say their investigation may take up to 3 more months before the findings are placed before the state coroner. Now we have a big development coming in from the court. Delhi court has rejected anticipatory bail plea of the Luthra brothers. With the verdict, the Luthras now face arrest upon landing. The brothers were detained in Thailand yesterday and had sought a transit anticipatory bail for 4 weeks. This is because they feared their arrest upon arrival here in India. Meanwhile, Goa's Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has said that efforts are currently underway to bring the club owners back to India and to put them behind bars as soon as possible. He said that with the help of Goa Police, Government of India, Ministry of External Affairs, Luthras have been detained in Thailand's Phuket. Pramod Sawant assured that strict action will be taken against accused in Goa club fire, which claimed 25 lives.
मैं फिर एक बार यानी हमारी गोवा पुलिस और द मिनिस्टर ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स होम अफेयर्स मैंने खुद होके होम मिनिस्टर्स इवन दो द पीएम ने कंसर्न व्यक्त किया था इसके बारे में यानी पहले ही दिन ऑनरेबल पीएम हैड कॉल मी और उसके बारे में इंक्वायरी उन्होंने की थी। खुद होम मिनिस्टर ने इस इंसिडेंट के बाद यानी बाकी सबकी इंक्वायरी खुद कर रहे थे। मैं सभी का बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ क्योंकि उनको लाने के लिए द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया और हमारे पुलिस ने बहुत ही अच्छा काम किया है। मुझे लगता है कि जितना जल्दी हो सके तो गोवा पुलिस और सीबीआई और बाकी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के एजेंसीज इनको लेके बहुत ही जल्दी गोवा में आएंगे। उनके ऊपर स्ट्रिक्ट कार्रवाई करते वक्त उनको हम बिहाइंड द बार डालेंगे। मुझे लगता है कि जितना जल्दी हो सके उतना जल्दी हम उनको यहाँ से लाएंगे।
गोवा पुलिस की टीम जाएगी सर, थाईलैंड जाएगी।
खुद गोवा पुलिस और सीबीआई की टीम वहाँ से जाएगी। ऑन द सेम केसीस जी केस हांगासर जाल्ली ताज्या बेसिसेर थायलंड पुलिसांक कळयल्या उपरांतूच तांच्यांनी थंयसर तांकां डिटेन केल्लें आसा।
गोंया ह्या पळय ते एक सील मारला म्हणून आयकपाक येता तितून ते कितें हे बीन गावला तितून
तांचो जो दुसरो क्लब आशिल्लो ताजेर वायोलेशन